to go over the update just fairly quickly. I'm going to just touch upon it. So with that said, let's get started. Release notes to spring update. I'm just going to give you the gist because I already read through most of it. So the spring update is going to happen on March 11th, and all you need to know is that there's going to be some new quests. If you're on PlayStation, your channels are going to be dropped from whatever you had. I think it was like 5 down to 3. So stack on all the mats that you can, because otherwise you're going to notice with the drop of channels, it's going to be kind of like chaotic. Add a new side story quest, Orfina, Delilah, Bendelik, Krista, and Makaro, new dungeon guide quests, regionals, and new 15 ancient weapon quests. There's going to be 2 new dungeons, Arena and Abyssal, Depths of Corruption, and the Black Disaster Under the Sand. I'm guessing that's going to be the Scorpion, but we'll see. Added a new ancient weapon, and all you need to know about the ancient weapon is that you have to fully unlock it to get it to S rank. And there's going to be new stuff like double option effects, and rainbow runes. When a weapon is successfully unlocked, the appearance will change. There's going to be some new animations as well. They added new weapon materials that are going to be gained through the Battlefield factions like Sen and Voss. Upload tutorials. That's not really important to you right now. That's just going to be just more tutorials. There's going to be new quality of life. Added a path guiding system, added a new hide HUD option, added a new input delay where a dialogue conversation to prevent you from rolling forward unintentionally. I think they added a character customization ticket finally. Stats are no longer reduced when equipment is damaged. Locked character slots are now displayed in the character selection window. Just added a couple new quality of life changes, like traveling is going to require now only gold instead of star seeds. Normal materials will stack up to 100 instead of 50, and enhancement materials will go from 10 to 20. But that's pretty much the gist off of this stuff right here. One of the coolest features is the fact that stamina is going to be reduced when you're dodging and stuff like that, so they're going to increase speed. I just kind of worried to see how that's going to play out in Basin or in PvP. Other than that, that's everything else is just kind of like Let's see. Sealed chest keys and abyssal keys are going to be dropping from 20 to 17, and abyssals from 35 to 30. So that means they're just trying to promote new players because their player base is completely dropped. And they're really just trying to promote the heck out of it for PC, so PC has a bit more longevity. New time dungeon events. By the way, these are all just my opinions. I've just seen this happen before. Like Null's Triumphant used to be level 19, and then now it's down to 14. Dungeons used to be like 35 and above, and now they're all the way down to basically level 17. That's crazy to me. Added time dungeon content. Let's see. Every week, the dungeons that can be entered on a particular day of the week are determined difficulty levels. This is time dungeon events are going to be ways so you can get materials for your ancient weapons. But the thing is, these dungeons are going to be the exact same dungeons that you're already doing. They're just going to select one out of the week. So you're going to get a chance to basically get some of these weapons. By the way, Samson, how are you doing? Let's see. I'll answer all of your questions once I'm done with this stream. So, users who participated in the competition skill will be rewarded with the participation rewards according to the fish they caught. So, there's going to be fishing competitions now. That's kind of like, I guess, something to look forward to. Some people are very excited about that, but not anyone that I know of. Combos are going to be reduced from 3 buttons to 2 buttons. So, that's going to be interesting. I want to see if you're going to actually be able to execute your full combo. The next thing is modified, so that if you attack creates multiple hits, the elemental damage is spread out according to number of hits. So just minor stuff like that. Now, the stuff that you really want to worry about is basically the class changes right here, which is going to be Berserker changes. And this is the thing that's like really frustrating, is the fact that they have, let's see, increased or fixed an issue where Berserker class that did not receive any PvP damage when the Centurion's Command Guillotine was upgraded to the level past 3. So nobody has Centurion's Command, so I can't really confirm or deny the validity of what this is. So it's just kind of interesting to all this is. So let me go to the rest of it so we can just kind of go over it. Let's see. Fix an issue where Berserkers could freeze after using the Overpower skill. Fix an issue when the Seize skill is used near a friendly NPC. It would face NPC instead. Mage Adjustments Fit. Frost Bomb projectiles can now hit the target multiple times. Reduce the amount of damage dealt. Yada yada yada. Fix an issue with the Centurion's Command Blizzard skill would not apply certain equipment options, and that's interesting. So they're making a lot of fixes for Centurion's Command, but it is not yet available, which is kind of funny that they're making all these changes for a blessing that nobody's actually able to utilize. Ranger Adjustment. Let's see. Fix an issue where the Crescent Moon's increased attack damage buff would be suppressed by lower, weaker, increased damage effects. For example, like the Priest Ring, maybe that's going to be finally fixed, or you're going to get buffed on top of that. Ranger Adjustment. Changed Ranger auto reload to activate 1 second after all arrows have been used. Change effect of enhanceable mark, vampiric mark from Nightwind and Centurion's Command Blessing. So before, Mark would give you 1% to all party members, but now it's going to buff it to 1.4 damage. I mean, percent of damage is going to be lifesteal, but it only applies to the ranger. So no idea why they did that. I mean, I guess they wanted to give the priest a bit more utility with his judgment, but now the ranger is kind of pointless other than the fact that, you know, they have Mark. 35% extra damage, but like the ranger just heals himself, so he only benefits. That's what it says right there. 1.4% of damage, and this effect only applies to oneself. Priest Adjustment. Change the adjustment. Change the usage mechanisms of the Priest Judgment and Shield of Faith. Players could previously move while holding these skills. Can be damaged up to the third stage. All you gotta know about the Priest is that you can actually finally shield yourself, and you have a lot farther range with your Judgment skills if you charge it up. That's all you really gotta know. And the other thing too is that you were able to double banishment. You can't do that anymore. They fixed that, apparently. Crusader Adjustment modifies to the when the Crusader wears a shield, monsters can see the Crusaders a little better. So thank God they made a change where monsters can see the Crusader better. Thank God that, you know, they did that, because the monsters need to see the little Impensaders. You know what I'm saying? That's a weird fix, but you know, somehow it needed to be done. All Crusader shields items have an 80% increased aggro acquisition meant. So now the Crusader's starting to be, I guess, more tankier, or they're finally going to make him relevant as a tank build to pull aggro, because usually the high DPS classes like Berserker, Mages, and Rangers would always pull aggro from the boss, but maybe finally they can start hashing away with the increased aggro. Everything else, aside from that, for the Crusader, is they reduced the Burning Blade recharge time. Changed combo, by the way. Modifies so the first strike on the X combo triggers faster. Change the Sundown Strike combo to a new combo. If the player has Bravery when using class skills, they can use Bravery to apply additional effects. For example, Guard Gauge, Shield Throw, Zealot's Fire, Piercing Shield, all give you HP. That's what this is going to do. Counterattack and Shield Wall skills will resist high-level interrupts such as push or knockdown. You can still be knocked over or pushed back by powerful attacks. The Crescent Moon Daring Assault will now grants a protective shield that can block one attack. So now Crescent Moon can give you a shield now too. Night Wind counterattack skill has been changed from an immune effect to a lifesteal effect instead. Fix an issue where Crusaders were able to use the guard skill when equipped Impervious, even when the guard gauge was depleted. So, to use the guard skill when equipped with Impervious, even when the guard gauge was depleted, so that means you can still guard even when your guard gauge was depleted. Fix an issue where the push effect in certain combos were applied incorrectly. Fix an issue where the Nippon Crusader uses guard while moving, the guard motion was not shown. So there's just a bunch of other stuff that I can just touch upon. There's going to be some stuff that are guild related. They have guild gold or master tokens, and they'll allow you to do stuff with your guild finally, but you have to reach that level. Let's see, you can actually compete with other guilds finally for this thing under the Kragnite veins, and that's, I'm guessing, stuff for your S rank weapons. Only users who are members of a guild can interact with these veins. If you're not a member of a guild, you cannot do this. Kragnite is created when the vein is completely mined. Master tokens can be obtained if one brings the Kragnite to the ancient blacksmith before any other guild does. That's the important part here. So Battlefield is now going to be level 28 only. They removed level 20 to 27 just because the player base has dropped again. So that's not going to be relevant anymore. Items, remove Resurrection Sickness, added new S-rank weapons, and there's going to be new S-rank recipe, which is going to be Monster Hunter. Let's see, 2 new superior Panaceas, Panacea Blades, and Stone Skin. I'm guessing they're going to be in Depths of Corruption. Let's see, change the 4th hero, Crescent Igor Blessing Memory Fragment is dropped. It can now be found from the Bloodband Captain in Asgra Village in the Padana Ruins. Change where the 4th hero, Crescent Igor Blessing Memory Fragment. Is there going to be a new blessing? It can now be found from the Bloodband Captain in Asgra Village in the Padana Ruins. So before it was the Cyclops. Okay, that's going to be interesting. I want to see this one, regions. And the rest is just a bunch of bug fixes. I just kind of wanted to give you like the rundown of what to expect. There's a lot more to go on, but this is going to be like a 30-minute video if I do that to an hour video. But I just want to thank you guys for watching, and those are just kind of like the main key points that I saw in this. And let me know what you guys think. I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. I mean, I'm not surprised because this happens a lot with this game. So, hope you guys enjoyed the content, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay blessed, folks.